Well, it's time for an update on the property. I've been here for approximately 5 years now, and as you can see, some of the trees have gotten to a size. Road's gradually getting wider and wider. The people that do this job just love to keep ploughing and ploughing. They don't mind what they scrape away. Recently I had to get them to come back and fix up the place where myself and the neighbours put the rubbish bins, because they sort of pushed it all away. Anyway, we should be grateful for all the work the Shire does for us, being isolated out here. When I put things in, I just plant them at random, and I put this blackwood bush too close to the mailbox, and I've gradually had to cut it back and cut it back. This was partially my daughter's idea, putting all these daisies and other flowers here. When the nursery has stuff they don't want anymore because the flowers have drooped or gone off their best, you can buy them cheaply, and that gives you opportunity to have more plants, because eventually they come back in to flower. This little area has changed quite a bit as the trees have got bigger and so on. This poor little lemon tree, I don't know what happened to it. It never gets very big, but it always has plenty of lemons on it. It's a little shrine here to a deceased member of the family. I like having all this vegetation near the house. Going down this way. If you look closely around here, you can always see the projects waiting to be done. I'm great at cooking up projects, and then I sort of think about them for a few months or a couple of years, whatever. This is a myopterum ground cover, which is probably the best ground cover I've ever had. It's thick and it's healthy and just keeps growing. That came from one little plant in a $3 pot. This is sort of like a native hibiscus thing. Aloe giant it's called. I quite like it. You have to keep cutting it back, otherwise it just gets scraggly. That's a grevillea. This was left over from the last garden. I don't put non-natives in, but if they come up, I look after them. These grasses just took off from one or two original plants. They seem to do quite well here. They always come up downwind from the original, so I think you have to start all over at the other end if you want to get them in between. We've had a few losses in here, but I've managed to get a few plants back in there. It'll come good. A few of the plants down here have come up by themselves. This is all stuff that's fallen out of the Monterey cypresses, and I'm going to get Paul Smith to come in soon and sort it out. That plant on the right there, that's came up by itself. You can see I need to do some work up there on the ladder. This is the fire pit, which has actually only been used once, but it's there when we need it. That's the important thing. And this here is going to be the pumpkin bed this year. Just dug it over the other day. Some more natives. The caravan is back there, the caravan that never left home. I could write a children's book about that. The caravan that never left home. I was thinking of taking it up to the Job Wurrung protest and leaving it there. At least it'd do some good. But I'd have to get it up there first. Here we are coming around the back. Paddocks are nice and green down this way. Even though it's been drier than usual, it's still fairly well watered. But we've been, except for the last couple of months, we've been right down below the average rainfall. And here we have the backyard again. This year I've got citrus trees in and some raspberry and blackberry plants because I'm sick of growing vegetables and having to give them away. So I thought I'd put some other things in here. And of course, shortly afterwards, a possum came in and ate half the raspberry plants. So I've got a little surprise waiting for him. I'm going to find a new home for him. And it's probably violating some regulations, but we won't worry about that. And here we are around the back. These are just little tackers of things when I shifted in. And here we have the back of the garage, which wants painting. And as I've told you before, it's another project sitting around. And here we have the back of the wall of flowers. I put this trellis up here and I planted these happy wanderers, and they're doing very well. I planted 3 different types. This one's supposed to have 2 different colors of flowers, but tends to go back to the purple. This one is a semi-climber, so it's taking its time coming up. And this one's ideal because it just goes every which way and will eventually cover the whole place. And as you can see, it's richly flowered. And as we go around the corner here, you can see it's coming inside, so it's good. It's like those playing cards have a picture on both sides. Okay, well that's it. It's the month of September, almost October. Spring is coming along and things are growing. Thanks for watching.